Hello everybody, got a new haul here today. We're going to test out some Macs. Over the weekend I got this wild hair up my butt. Told a guy, I said, hey, I'll give you 50 bucks for a pair of PowerMac 9500's you got. So guess what, that's what I got. I got a pair of PowerMac 9500's. I don't know what's in them or what they are. They're 9500 150, so they should be 150 megahertz PowerPC 604s. And then a 14-inch CRT display with some pretty wicked screen burn. It's kind of hard to see, but it's barely visible. But I'm sure it'll show more when it's turned on. And this is a pretty neat item here. This is an iMation LS Super Drive. It's an LS 120 drive. It's a 120 meg floppy drive. So I haven't tested any of this stuff, so well, I guess we'll see if anything catches on fire and go from there. So try to find a good angle here. So I haven't tried anything, so I have no idea what works and what doesn't. So unfortunately I can't find my keyboard cable for my ADB keyboard, but I do have my ADB mouse, so we can at least try that. And we'll try everything with the good old CRT here, just for shits and giggles. I mean, why not? We have it, might as well. See if it works at the same time as everything else. So the workshop's a bit of a mess right now. It's a little cold down here, where it's South Central Pennsylvania, so it's freezing here. I mean, it is like 30 degrees in here. I have no heat whatsoever. It sucks. And this is cool. This has the pass-through power cable on it, which can be taken off, and you can use a regular IEEE cable on it. But it's pretty cool because these power off of the right off the computer. Something a lot of PCs did away with by this time. These came out in about, I want to say 96, 97. These are some of the last non-G3 PowerMacs. These were primarily servers, and as a matter of fact, I do believe that's what the gentleman told me he was doing with these, was using them as servers. Now this one here is interesting. This one has 2 video cards, but without actually cracking it open, I don't know what video card is what. So just take a gamble and plug it in, see what happens. And the good old ADB mouse, which is a little broken, but it works. Oh. Alright. Well, that's turned on. Well, it was very low, but there was a chime. Let's move the LS 120 drive. And put this monster up here. And the monitors are powered on, but there's no display. This thing's pretty rough looking. These are actually pretty reliable monitors. So let's try the other video card. No dice. Well, let's try something real quick here. Let's try power cycling once, just for shits and giggles. Hey, the volume was louder that time. Now we're working with this machine here, obviously. They're both 190. They're both 150 megahertz machines. So, but this is not looking very promising. I hear the hard drive running. The hard drive is running. It's beating itself to death. But Nothing on the screen, which, yeah, it's a CRT. It's kind of to be expected by this day and age. So let's shut that down and let's go to plan B, as in barricade. And in this absolute disaster I call my lab, I should have this nifty little widget somewhere. Hey, contact. Don't ever leave home without it. So we have a DB15 to HD15 adapter. So this will allow us to use a fairly good, fairly new monitor on this machine. And in terms of monitors, two monitors come to mind, well, three actually, that are really good for this kind of work. That are great when you're working with old machines like these. And I have them all. I have two of them. I have three at least. The Samsung SyncMaster. Awesome monitor, beautiful screen. I mean, 19-inch square LCD. I almost said CRT. Syncs to almost anything. It'll sync on green, which is what the Apple IIgs uses. The NEC multi-sync, same thing. It sometimes has issues syncing on green. I don't know if it's just my monitor or if it's all of them. And these are both great monitors for working with old computers, such as the ones that you see presented before you. Now I've got to find the cable here. Oh, there it is. Okay. So, well, let's try the bottom video card. I have no idea what's in this. Well, the monitor recognizes it, so that's a start. Let's try again. The fact we're getting a chime out of it is a good sign. And the monitor looks like it's synced. That's a reassuring sign. It's not exactly the sign I was looking for, but it's something. It's possible we have it hooked up to the secondary video card. Let's try hooking it up to the other video card. See if we get anything. Hey, Happy Mac! Hot damn! So we got ourselves a Happy Mac, and we got a Welcome to Macintosh. This must have an pretty old copy of Mac OS on it. Still says Welcome to Macintosh. I think these came. Oof. And it's in black and white. That's awesome. So this probably is running 8.5, 8.6 more than likely. So, for anybody who's interested, so, goodie number one. Haha, PowerPC card. G3 PowerPC chip on a card, specifically tailored for these machines. And goodie number two. This is my 8550 workgroup server motherboard, but it still has crap loads of memory on it. Now this only has 8 RAM slots, where the 9500 has 12. So, just for a size comparison, the 8500 was this tall, case-wise. So as you see, the 9500 is much taller. Now the 9500 also has 6 PCI slots, plus of course a processor slot and 12 memory slots. But it doesn't have video slots, because there's no video memory on the motherboard of these computers. These only had external video cards in the PCI slots. So let's see what we got here. About said Macintosh. Whoa, 7.5.5. This sucker's got 80 megs of memory. Holy crap, holy. Here, bring us in a little closer. 80 megs of memory is actually a hell of a lot of memory for one of these machines. Now it is running System 7.5, which I believe is what the machine originally shipped with. So that's pretty cool. So let's go into monitors. Let's see how beautiful this thing looks in full color. Nice. So pretty. Okay, so let's go to, oh crap, oh. She's got a lot of stuff on it. Whoa. Adobe PageMaker, Photoshop. Wow. ClarisWorks 4, Backlink Plus, Office 98. This thing is pretty well rounded, truthfully. Oops. There we go. It's a little sluggish. Where is the utilities folder? I'm attempting to find the Apple System Profiler, which I can't remember if that was included on System 7 or not. For some reason I think it was not. I don't even see the utilities folder. I think you have to load the utilities off a disk. So, well that thing's pretty well loaded up though. It looks like it has the original 2 GB hard drive in it, which we will replace with Seagate Barracuda 18.5 gig hard drive. This is out of my old workgroup server. It is wiped, but I saved everything on it. So that will be upgrade number 516. I'm not sure which one of these machines I'm going to use yet, but this one here is in good shape. And obviously it runs. So we're probably going to mess around with that one a little bit. This is a common issue right here. These plastics are very brittle. So, but this one works and it's fully operational. And I know I'm going to get a lot of negative feedback for using duct tape, but I must use the duct tape. It is so blooming cold out here that nothing, and I do mean nothing, works. So we're actually lucky we have lights right now because the fluorescent lights don't even like coming on. So now, if I was a Sharpie, where would I exist? And yes, my MDD is running, believe it or not. It doesn't actually heat the place up like everybody says it would. God damn it. Why would it do that? So, at the moment, my Sharpie seems to be MIK. Anybody who knows me, this should not surprise you. So, that's 95. .5. Okay. So we're going to shut this down the proper way. All right. So, machine 1 works. Put a little 1 on there. Now we'll just transfer everything to machine number 2. Now, machine number 2, hopefully my voice is coming through okay, has a strange card in it. Like I said, I have not opened these machines, so I don't even know what's in them. I bought them strictly as is. The deal was he didn't tell me anything about them. I didn't ask him anything about them. I handed him a $50 bill and walked out of his garage. So it's a crapshoot, but hey, I got one good one, so it was worth the $50. And they weren't too far away either. So yeah, fingers crossed. Bong. Doesn't sound much different than my PowerMacs at home. And my Mac Pro, actually. This one sounds a little sickly. And does not seem to be doing anything. Give it some time here. It's a distinct possibility it has that much memory and it takes forever. Anytime you get over 128 megs of memory in these machines, they take forever to post. Newer machines won't bong until they post. Older machines will only bong as soon as the ROM loads. So as soon as it reads the ROM, it'll bong. This is another upgrade, if you really want to call it that. This is a MS-DOS card, PC compatibility card for one of these machines. I actually used these for many years. These are pretty good cards. This one has 20 megabytes of memory on it, I do believe. It's got 16 meg DIMM in it, and then it's got I think 4 megs here on the board. It's got an ATI video chip. This is an entire MS-DOS PC on one board. It's a Pentium. I want to say it's a Pentium 166, if I remember correctly. Oh, and actually, I think it has 8 megs. I think there's 4 here and 4 here. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. I have to look. But we're definitely going to use this in one of the machines. So I found my cables and everything to use this. So that's another upgrade. Or downgrade, depending on how you want to look at it. And we're not getting any positive results out of this one. No magic smoke either, so that's a good sign. Give it a second here. Try it one more time. Good news is the power supplies and everything seem to be just fine, which truthfully these don't really have too much trouble. Looks like we might be cracking one open sooner than I thought. Alright, well, let's get this Mac crack. Shut her down here. So, these are a nightmare to work on. And you gotta watch. So, they have these screws in the back. It's supposed to make it easy to get it open. Usually end up making it a slight nightmare. And so let's take everything apart here. And like I said, this has a strange, I don't know if this has anything to do with, there's this odd card in the bottom. And I got a cable for it. Here, I don't know if it's like a serial breakout cable or what. If anybody knows what this is, let me know. Because I don't. And I've been doing this for 30 years. So, alright. So, let's get a good bit. I don't know where my good screwdriver is. I hate this thing. I don't think these machines have been opened too many times, judging from how hard the screws are to get out of it. So, if you're ever working on these, the plastic in the back is plastic. So, and unlike newer computers, they don't tell you what the specs of these are. There's a serial number here, and it tells you the date and the time it was built, but it does not tell you anything else. So, unfortunately, you have to look online. These originally shipped with either 16 or 32 megabytes of memory, which in 1996 was a good bit. Memory was still quite expensive back then. These were like $4,000 or $5,000. I don't remember. They were salty. I was still in high school when these came out, and these were like top of the line. 95 and 9600 Macs. 9600s were really nice. They actually took that case, and the 86 and 9600, they actually made it into the original G3 mini towers. Those cases were so nice. These things, nah, not so much. These were been around since the 6840 days with the quadrants. So, take the 6 screws out the back, pull forward just a little bit, okay, and you got to watch that power button because that sucker will break in a second. Just lift it off gently, like so. Oh, and by the way, I broke the CD cover. That's how brittle the plastics are. Alright, let's get a little closer here and take a look-see and see what we got. And like I tell everybody, I'm not a professional. I don't do this for a living. I'm a mechanic. So, you know, I do all the videos on a cell phone. So, as we see here, here's your machine. So, power supply, processor fan. This is a retainer for PCI cards. In the front here, floppy, 8 or 12x CD-ROM, and then a SCSI hard drive. These were straight up SCSI. These were the high-end models, so these were using SCSI. So, and these are, once you get the case apart, these are actually pretty easy to work with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this for a second.